Well, hello there. I do not know about Mazino, but I came to slay.
Yeah, well, hey, what can I say with all that hotness on there? I mean, who would say that they didn't? No one can be in doubt, of course, but hey, I know that you also came to give Nigerians an amazing, very, very amazing Thursday morning now, didn't you?
But of course, otherwise we wouldn't be here at all. So this morning, let's set the ball rolling and have fun, shall we?
Yes, indeed. Now, fun is the key word. We will be dishing it out this morning, back to back to back, and we're not doing that alone for the next hour and 45 minutes. But of course, we have with us in the kitchen not just the dose, but 2 doses of Mike and MM.
Hey guys, good morning. How are you doing this morning?
Thursday morning, we're ready to make it happen. It was quite a cold morning. How did you guys handle it?
Wow, I don't know about you. My room was not cold.
Okay.
Sure, it's not internal cold.
True.
Need some girlfriend to keep you warm.
Is it that room? That room?
I don't know about the room you're talking about, bro. Well, nobody must be asleep in the house. Get them out of bed. So a part of what we're doing this morning.
Yes, of course, we already told you who's going to be joining us for today. And we'll be telling you much more on what's going to happen throughout the entire 1 hour and 45 minutes. You guys do stay tuned.
Yes, now my name is Tokbai Olonio and you are?
Mazino Appeal, of course. You want to stream the show live at tbcentertainment.tv and of course on Facebook where it's on live right now.
Yeah, now remember you can also download our app. Now it's available if you have an Android phone or an Apple phone. Just go to TVC Entertainment. It's the blue icon, guys. That's where we are and we will be with you every step of your day.
Yes, trust me, you want to see this all over again on YouTube because she is really looking good today. I'm wondering why exactly.
So do I not look good on other days?
No, you really, really, really look good today.
I'm making an effort this week.
It's all good. Anyhow, hey, we kick off things with, today on the show, a book chat with Damilola, okay? AKA Madame Modish. She will be spotlighting her book, Modish Maxim, which simplifies the tools you need to create a larger-than-life persona through an endearing appearance. Yes, I did. I think you asked me to see Mystic River. Yes, exactly. I did. Fantastic. Good one, guys. It's a Thursday.
Because I was listening to our director and he was cracking me up.
It's so bad. Right, yeah, Thursday.
Yes.
August, this is the 8th month of the year.
Yeah, it doesn't look that way, does it?
You know, I don't know if I'm not 40 yet, but I feel like I'm like in my 40th mind where there's no resolutions, there's no these things I want to do. I'm just living life. Like, so today I eat, I live, I breathe. When somebody said it's just 4 months to the end of 2022, so
that's very nice.
It will still be 4 months to the end of 2030.
Someday.
I like
have you eaten rice?
40.
Have you eaten rice?
It sounds
I feel like it's in 40th.
Yeah, but you make it sound all of
maturity.
nonchalance and let's just live life in gear 3.
Yes, just live.
That's very interesting.
Gear 3. Just put it on 4.
You know, 2021 has made us evaluate a lot with all that has happened. And one other thing that has shocked me is the level, I don't want to say ignorance, you know, because when it comes to the vaccine and every other thing, theories and all of that, you know, it's if you want to fix your health, or let's say, if I want to fix my health, I won't go and talk to a plumber. If I want to fix my car, I won't go and talk to a carpenter.
Of course.
If I want to talk about my health, who do I listen to?
A doctor.
No, he's not a doctor. He's a shoemaker. He's a shoemaker.
But you said you will not.
But my point is for every single. I mean, someone came up with all the theory, and there's now another one I heard that look, the Earth is a dome, and it's flat under, and there's a circle on top. And this person that's talking has never seen the 4 walls of maybe a class on astronomy, or has never seen through maybe an observatory or anything. And then you sit down and you put 2 and 2 together, and then you start permutating or combinating or whatever. Look, man, leave the stuff for the people that know about it and listen to them.
Words of wisdom, the actual one.
Listen to them.
Let's see what the weather is looking like today, and we'll be back with news and sports.
Welcome for a Thursday morning here. Let's do the news. My name is Mazino Appeal. Now, Nigerians may return to the microblogging site Twitter in a matter of days. And that is according to the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, who announced this earlier yesterday after the Federal Executive Council meeting chaired by the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osibanjo. Mr. Mohammed disclosed that the status of the conversation with the microblogging site has reached an amicable stage, with arrangements reached and agreements as well in all areas except 3. Now, the remaining 3 unresolved areas, according to him, are simply a matter of when and not if. There will be an implementation of conditions discussed and of the pending issues, according to the minister. It is in relations to the conditions that Twitter establishes a legal presence in Nigeria, registered as a Nigerian company with an office address and employees to serve as a country representative in the country.
Not been able to finalize talks, but I just want to assure you that we have made tremendous progress. And when I say tremendous, really tremendous. We've engaged Twitter, both in writing. We've engaged Twitter. We set up a technical committee to engage Twitter. They set up their own committee too. They have met virtually, and they've exchanged correspondence about 3 times.
Now, let's tell you that at least 112 persons have been killed and about 160 kidnapped following bloody attacks in Kaduna and Plateau states from July 3rd to August 5th, 2021. That is according to Amnesty International. Now, according to a communique, the rights organization contributed to the death of failure on the part of Nigerian authorities to live up to their obligation to protect the right of life. Amnesty International stated that the authorities' failure enabled a month of bloody attacks on both farmers and herders in parts of Kaduna and Plateau State. The director of Amnesty International Nigeria, Osai Ojigo, says findings show that despite clear signs that there will be retaliatory attacks, enough is not being done to prevent bloodshed. Now, thereby fueling the ongoing circle of violence, Mr. Oshigo further stated that beyond issuing statements and condemning attacks after they happen, government needs to rein in on attackers and bring suspects to justice. Outside Nigeria now, British firefighters are currently helping to deal with wildfires in Greece, which have been burning for more than a week now. Now, wildfires in southern Europe are nothing new. Between 2008 and 2020, Spain seen here in the deepest red, had an average of 80 fires a week in July. But this year has been noticeably worse, particularly for countries like France and Turkey, which have turned a deeper shade of red, indicating more fires. These charts show the number of fires in 2021 compared with the average since 2008. Turkey, Italy and Greece all have almost 3 times more fires this year, and the environmental impact is significant. In Turkey, more than 175,000 hectares of land have been destroyed this year, while in Greece, there's been a 7-fold increase in the area of land burnt in the last 2 weeks. And that's it for sports. We now move on now to Mike, if you'll take it away now.
Welcome back. Now it is time for us to take a look at the covers of the dailies this morning, and we are starting off with The Nation. Toll payment returns on 5,050 kilometers federal highways. FEC OK's proposal implementation starts after completion of project. A photo story here showing troops of 33 Artillery Brigade of the Nigerian Army in combat training preparatory for operational deployment in Bauchi yesterday. At the bottom of the paper, Abiodun, Dad advised me to pay teachers, pensioners, and also Naira dips further. And to the top of the paper, we have federal government, Twitter close to agreement, ban to be lifted soon. Mohammed Fawehimi dies at 53. KMO says, I am heartbroken. And finally, Okorocha loses bid to stop takeover of houses and others. Shell agrees on 45 billion naira compensation to Ogoni. Moving on from The Nation, we move to Vanguard. COVID-19, NMA, others seek shutdown of NYSC camps. Also, a photo story here showing Army in action during the 4-day training for its personnel within the 81 Division Area of Responsibility by Nigerian Army at the Nigerian Army Firing Range, Owode, Ogun State. Assault, return to your country, serving retired envoys, tell Indonesian ambassador. Federal government to reintroduce toll plazas on highways, says Fashola. FEC approves $2.5 million, 498.2 million naira for 4 power projects. Hush puppy, 31 northern lawyers to defend Abba Kyari. To the top of the paper, we have Twitter ban to be lifted soon, says federal government. And that's all we can take on the covers of the dailies this morning.
Alrighty, guys, welcome.
back.
What's up with the bug, guys? What's Kanye West doing again?
Yeah, Baba he had a second listening event for Donda,
Okay.
and it was massive. Like he's chilling in the Atlanta Stadium or so. He's living there. He said he wants to work on the album until it's ready. He's not going to leave the stadium until the album is ready to get out. And the numbers, just pre-listening events, the numbers
It
are
was sold out.
out of this world.
Yeah,
Also, it was
to
like
be
a
honest-
stream, not that they came live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I'm proud of Kanye West. I need to
Oh, yeah?
add to that. Yes, I am. Regardless of his
The whole...
issues or
Yeah,
mental
issues, yeah.
issues.
Yeah.
To put it
he's
lightly.
still he's still letting people know that he's still living his dreams.
Yeah.
And this
He
shirt,
is still living his dreams. I am proud of
they
him.
bring out my belly.
There's something I wanted to talk about this morning, guys. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
saw the comment Tonto Dikeh left on social media where she said we have so many emotionally broken women today because we didn't learn love the right way. Somewhere inside of there, she also goes on to tell exactly what she means and that if she had a girl child, she would make sure that her father was very, very present in her life to help her build that self-worth, to help her love herself. I read it and I said to myself, this is something I've always said about fathers being responsible for the emotional
Well-being
of their
well-being
child.
of their, especially their girl
Girl child,
child.
yes.
You know, because I believe that the first person,
A girl's first love is her
first
dad.
love is her father.
Should
And
be
if
her.
he's
Yes,
not
should-
there, should be her father. And
should
if he's
be.
not there, then something actually
There's such a
is
vacuum.
A vacuum. Thank you, the right word.
It's very important because, I mean, you know, I grew up without my dad, and growing up with my grandfather, he was in a completely different generation. We only hug him on his birthdays.
Aww.
And then that birthday, you're going to take that hug, like take you for what it is. And then before he passed, I remember when we got close and we used to have conversations. At the end of the call, I'll say, love you, Grandpa.
Yeah.
And he said, thank you.
Thank you.
He didn't know how to,
I
he didn't know how to
told my father,
comprehend
"Love
it.
You know,
Do you get-
the fact is, I never told my father that too, but I tried to compensate by, you know, the
So we
things
showed
you
it
do.
in a different
But
way.
just
And
say it.
I think
It's hard.
But
You
now
know,
if you-
that's why I do not judge young girls who date
older men.
That's another thing.
Yes,
Because-
I don't judge them. So people say, oh no, he's old enough to be your dad. He's
Maybe
old
she's
enough to
looking
be
for-
her dad because she never really had
Had
a
a
real
dad.
dad. And that's okay. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, what are we all looking for? Security. We just want that security. We just want someone that we can, you know, rely on, we can depend
Yeah.
on. And
Like a rock.
Exactly. And if you find that person
The way you said
who can support you in every way,
Everything.
please go for
And
it.
support doesn't have to be financial.
Yeah,
Support
that's
is
why
like
I
you
said
go
in
every
girl,
Go
you
girl,
can-
yeah.
That's why I said in every
And you
way,
know-
because even research has it that dad's that father-daughter bond can never, ever, ever be overemphasized. It helps with every woman's psychological development.
Can you
So
send
it's
my
very
wife a letter and tell her to leave me when I'm spoiling my daughter because she's upset because
Well, maybe spoiling.
No.
will not
Okay,
leave
I
you.
use that word very, very frivolously. I don't mean I really spoil her,
Spoil
but I really I consume her. I eat
protect
her
her.
up. I breathe her.
I don't know about eating her
It's
up,
okay,
but
come
okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah, everything.
And that's
to
what
me.
it should be because she grows up in a society where there's toxicity, but she can't feel it because she's grounded and she knows that she has this mental protection.
Yeah.
That whatever it is, like I have this friend and her husband always complains that, oh, she's very into her dad. And I'm just like, who she should be into? Who should she be into? Like,
But I
because
think you should also have a balance.
Yeah.
You know?
I
you
know.
and your wife.
I
No,
know.
not between you and your wife. I mean, as to how much you spoil her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she
Okay.
also needs to learn
Okay, I
independence
agree with you.
while you're,
So,
you know,
especially since
protecting her.
after most of our parenting topics and parenting segments here, I've learned to use the word no, which is very hard.
You don't have to use a word.
On my daughter.
It's
I wanted to just ask him now. Send me 100K.
Everybody, man.
Send me 100K.
No is important.
You will say
No,
no.
it's very. I realize
For
it's
life,
important. Yeah.
no is
Yeah.
important because you see, we as a society, I wish I was told no at some piece instead of
Yes.
just going up. Just tell me
Yeah.
the no because she will get many no's in life.
Yes, and she would not
She
know how
has
to.
to learn how to
handle
react.
it.
She gets a no. So even if you can do, you probably can't do almost everything she wants.
Yeah.
But there are sometimes you have to intentionally, especially that's a
Say
way
no.
of, you know.
Because
when you
I remember when someone told me
everything is so
no the
available.
first time, I couldn't comprehend
Like,
it.
what is
Like,
this?
why would you
What
say
is this
no to me? Like,
two-lettered word?
it's me. Like, I'm the yes girl.
Or maybe maybe your dad always said no to you, but because as kids we never ever
Heard it.
yeah, our brains don't accept no.
No.
Yes, yes.
Must be.
So
We
it's
don't know.
registered,
You tell us
yeah.
what you guys went through as kids. If you have a father with a daughter, tell us exactly what your relationship is like. Hey,
Oh yeah, let's go. Don't remember. Hey. Don't remember. Come on. Hey. Chef Yabez in the kitchen. Good morning. See, I love this spread. It just shows me that we're traveling out of the country today. Where are we going?
Far away.
Far away. I love it. Okay, so what are we making this morning?
This morning is a pancake sandwich.
All these things is just pancake
Sandwich.
sandwich. So
Yeah.
that means there's something in the middle and another pancake on the top. Today we're gonna be fat. We're gonna eat food. But I love it. I love it. Now let's run through what we have because there's some things I'm not sure I know what they are.
Okay.
Is this? Let me guess. Let me guess. Is this baking powder? Ha! Chef Tokpe. Salted butter.
Yes.
Tomatoes.
Yes.
Red and green bell peppers, of course. Irish potatoes, garlic, onions, sugar, chicken breast, flour, egg, cinnamon, and cheese. Bruh. We keep it 100. Oh, is this milk or
That's the man.
milk? Fabulous. And then measuring. This
I
yours.
have all the measurements.
All the measurements here. Fantastic. So what are we doing first?
Let us start with the mixture of the pancake.
The mixture of the pancake. Okay. Do you need a bowl? Let me get this.
Okay.
Is this too small, or would you use a pot?
Let us use.
Would you use a?
Let us start with.
Let's start with this.
Let us start with the chicken.
With the chicken. Okay. So are we marinating?
Not
We're not marinating.
just to season.
Okay. Do you need a chopping board? Okay. So are we seasoning with just cinnamon?
No, the cinnamon is for.
It's for the pancake.
yeah.
Okay. So how are we
What should we
marinating?
do?
this?
Let
Yes.
us cut the chicken.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, we're going to cut the chicken. So if you're just joining us, you know what I'm going to do? Just going to quickly show you the ingredients on the screen so you can quickly scribble it down. For the pancake sandwich, we have the salt, flour, garlic, sugar, cheese, potatoes, green peppers, fresh tomatoes, red bell peppers, milk, eggs, butter, onions, chicken, seasoning, vanilla extract, cocktail sauce, and baking powder. I want to know, what are we using the Irish potatoes for?
Irish potato is the part of the filling.
The filling. Okay. This is interesting. I've never seen pancakes sandwich. Is that one of your creations?
It's one of my creations.
You see why I'm Dorime for Chef Yabez? When he comes, it's a blast. It's a hit. But how did you shred? Is this how the cheese is?
No,
Or
I just use the grater.
the grater? So now, is it, is it cheddar cheese?
No,
and
this is the mozzarella cheese.
What's the difference, really?
There's a lot of
Difference.
because number one, we have a different type of cheese.
Okay.
We have a mozzarella.
Yeah.
We have
Cheddar. Yeah.
We have Gouda.
Okay.
There's a lot.
Okay. But so what's the the cheese that you could use for almost everything?
Almost for those, like for pizza or sandwich.
Yeah, for pizza, sandwich.
We only use mozzarella cheese.
Mozzarella, okay.
Yeah.
And then if you're cooking?
If you are cooking, but it depends of, like for example, for pasta,
Yeah.
we use Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan. Oh, okay,
we use
okay.
Parmesan cheese.
I get
but for
you.
pizza,
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella is the best.
Okay. You know what we're going to do, yeah? While we're chopping this and then we start marinating, you don't want to go anywhere because if you do, you're going to miss out on everything happening. But we have Madam Odish with MM for Book Chat. MM is all yours.
Thank you so much, Tokwe. Yes, it is time for book review, and the book we're reviewing today is Modish Maxims. It's a set of style rules, and who authored this? Damilola Oke. She is Madame Modish, and she'll be joining us this morning to talk about her book. I would recommend this book as a style guide to anyone, whether you're stylish or you're not stylish or you're looking to be stylish, you're looking to evolve your style, looking to change your wardrobe. This book is for practically everyone. She calls this her style Bible. Welcome to the show, Madame Odish. How are you doing today?
Good, good, good.
So first of all, I need to commend your style. You look fabulous.
You look amazing
Thank
as well.
you. I need to sing that. I mean, you look fantastic.
Thank you.
I know I don't want to jump right on your kind of style, but let's take it from, the basic styling here, which you spotlighted, talking about knowing your skin tone, talking about knowing what colors, complement your skin better. Yes, I read your book.
You're killing it. I should have the author.
Well, I don't know. Anyways, expatiate more on it.
Oh, yeah. Was there a question in there?
Yes, there was. I would like you to, okay, so, you wrote the book talking about knowing your skin tone. A lot of people really do not know what colors complement your skin. So I would like you to take us through that.
The process.
Yes.
Okay. First of all, thank you for having me.
Thank you
I'm
for
honored
being
to
here.
be here. Modish Maxims came out of the need for people to be better fashion literate. Because I just felt like Nigerians don't know, they don't care for it. Like, they just feel like, it's not just to wear clothes.
Yeah.
No, it's not just to wear clothes, love. You have to come out and tell a story. So I said, okay, let me put this together in a text.
Okay.
Let them read it. So there are different stages in the book. There's the basic stage.
Styling,
Yes.
yeah.
I came into the studio and I saw a few people at the basic, or maybe pre-basics.
Yeah, so I think like a lot of people are basic, and I think that's fine, really. It's
but they
just-
need to do it well. So there are certain things you need to know, which is, I am happy you said, your skin tone, what works for you, colors that matter, very, very important, because all the colors you're wearing are popping on your skin. If you wore some colors that didn't work, you look horrible on TV, you know what I mean? So that's the basic style stage. Then there's the essential.
Yeah, so but before we move to the essential,
Yeah.
So let's now categorize the skin tones. So yes, we have the warm, we have the cool,
yes.
and we have the
Let me check.
yes, there's the other one. We'll
Yes,
come to that. So
yes.
but let's start with warm. What
Yeah.
are the colors that should complement a warm tone?
So the neutrals.
Okay.
Yeah, because they work, okay, so neutrals, because they work on, when the sun hits you, you just look amazing. There's no harshness, on your skin.
Okay.
Also, dark colors like olive and honey.
Okay.
Then there's the neutral. The neutral, almost anything works for you.
Okay.
Except white and black. So then the cool, you have lavender, rose,
Yeah.
gray. So it's a matter of, if you're light skin, darker tones work. If you're going to complement with popping tones, they need to work like this. You know what I mean? So that you don't look like a sunshine sister or whatnot. You know what I mean? So everyone just needs to know the colors that work for their skin first of all.
Okay.
Because once there's a mismatch, then, I mean, you look horrible, and that's just what it is.
All right, quickly, let's move over to the essentials, which you talked about here, and then you also noted
So
here.
the essential stage is for people that work in places like the banks, people who just want clothes that function.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not looking for anything overtly stylish.
Yeah, there was
Just-
something you said, there's functionality
Yes,
should be key.
versatility.
Yeah.
You can wear a shirt in 5 different ways, and your colleagues don't know you're repeating the same shirt. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So the basic colors for men's wear and women's wear are in there as well.
Okay.
The shoes that you should have, the colors first. I had a client, and I cited it in the book, that would buy turquoise shoes. You don't have black shoes. You are buying turquoise shoes. My dear, where are you going to wear the shoes to? You know what I mean?
Right.
So the basic colors, even for parties as well, they're metallics. They're gold and silver first, before rose gold and
the
all those
others,
funny things. You know what I
yeah,
mean? If
yeah.
not, you want to go out and you're scrambling, you don't have anything to wear because they're not appropriate. Then there's the advanced.
Yes, I was coming
Yes,
to that. So
yes.
talking about the advanced stage here, where you talked about demands, that stage, that's the advanced styling demands quality over quantity.
Yes.
Not everyone actually accepts that that stage of styling in this part of the world.
I know, but we're beginning to.
Which is very similar to what you're.
That's why I
you
said to them
on.
that now I feel like I'm reading the book with you,
right?
Because in my 8 years of doing this in Nigeria, 2 years abroad, that's 10 years altogether. Yeah, the Nigerians mostly tilt towards, in fact, pre-basic.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So yes, I mean, a husband is wearing black grays. Your wife will look house-hide. That's just the reality. Okay. You know what I mean? She needs to be loving you. Okay. You know, marriages break because of fashion. Yeah, I know. You know what I mean? You see one guy in your office and you're just because he looks nice. So try on the pinks, grays, yellows, blues. Be like showcase. I tell people every time you come out, it should be a different story. Today is goth. Tomorrow is, you know, calm. Yeah. Next tomorrow is traditional. Like just explore. Yeah. So the advanced style stage very quickly is the stage that is required for people who are on TV, people who have a purpose, who want to stand out from the crowd. So everyone who works here, for instance, needs to be at the advanced style stage. Yeah. It's quite expensive, if we're being honest, but that's why I said quality over quantity. So if I had 7 events that I was invited to, I would go to maybe 2, because the outfit for 7, I can't afford it, because we're young people, like, except you're doing fraud, there's really no money for all those things. Yeah. So you need to just focus on the things that matter and just invest in them, and then find a way to work them when you're repeating it. All right, so quickly, before we wrap this up, you put down a few style nuggets here for a few people. Yes. So I'd like you to please reel them out. They're called 50 maxims. Maxims are commandments. So if you learn 1 per day, hopefully after 50 days, you're better at what you wear. And then there's the 1 maxim for a day. Yes. Okay. So today's maxim is art over everything. I see you have that on your shirt, and it looks really nice. Can you tell us inspiration for that, though? So I'm into like the full face masks now. Oh, okay. So I'm going to take a picture with my face all covered. So these are my faces for today. So just accept. In fact, I wanted to come here with the full face, but just let me not scare the crew. Yeah. Let them not run away from me. Right? All right, great. Now let's talk about investing in undergarments, which a lot of people. The foundation is key. And if the foundation is shaking, the building is going to collapse. Yeah, I saw what you did that with the Bible scriptures. I know. So even for menswear as well, like you have no business wearing boxers under tailored pants. It's going to look bulky and horrible. Yeah. Women, you have to wear the right garments so that you look good outside. Inner first before outer. There were a few suggestions you made here. Anyway, everything that you need regarding style, fashion is here in this book. Struggling with your style? Here is the book for you. Thank you so much, Madam Modish. Thank you for having me. It's such a pleasure having you. This is quite an everyday guide.
That was a wonderful performance for our Thursday morning. Nice one. I really love that. But hey, come on. It's Thursday, and you know how we ball. It's art display. And now we have a collection of beautiful. Now, before you even get to see them, I have to say they are extremely beautiful. And we'll be displaying the works of Dr. Aladegbongbe Ademorin. Now, he'll help me with that pronunciation very well. He holds a PhD, of course, in painting from the University of Benin, and is a contributing author to the book Methods and Materials of Sculpture. It's great to have you, Doctor. You are welcome.
Thank you.
You're correcting me on the name, the pronunciation of the name.
It's Aladegbongbe Ademorin.
Okay, thank you so much. It's great to have you. Now, this is, just before we get to talk about the actual artworks, you're a lecturer at
Yaba College of
Technology. Let's talk about your experience as an art curator and somebody who teaches art. What is that experience like for you? Is it fulfilling? What does it do to you when you teach art?
Thank you very much. I must tell you that it's fulfilling. Why? Because as a young man, I have always loved to, render assistance, at least impact what I have, share my knowledge, and that is exactly what has led me into teaching, but especially teaching of art, because I started teaching since 1986. I taught in a nursery school. I was teaching art, and by the grace of God, I moved from there to teaching in secondary school. And I taught in a college of education that is now Tai Sholari University at Ijebu-Ode, before I moved into Yabatech in 1996. And I've been teaching there till date. And I must tell you that I love impacting knowledge.
Wonderful, wonderful. From your own view, are artists born or are they made?
They are both.
They're both.
You can make artists. It depends on your interest and your will to learn. But importantly, artists, when artists that are made it, they find it very easy to sail in that profession. So it's much more easier than someone that is made. But whoever is made, once you are determined, you are able to go through whatever you want to do. Like the artist that is talented can go into any field of study and excel.
All right, wonderful, sir. Now let's talk about this artworks you have here. What is this piece called, and tell us about it. What style of artwork is this?
These are metafoil production.
Metafoil.
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 Yes,
okay.
that printmaking. But the process is that you have to get your mold, and those molds are possibly done on a hard metal. You use Haradai. To create your impressions, your designs, your images. Then after you might have done that, then you use the metafoil to pick those images that you have done on your plate, this is a process of plastography. And this was discovered by Bruce Onabrakwa in 1967.
Wonderful, wonderful. So what does this piece depict?
This particular one, it's men at work.
Men at work.
Yeah, you see someone that is trying to slice logs of wood.
Yes, I
got the composition from Okobaba there. That is going to Lagos at Adekunle.
Okay.
So you can see the slicing the plank
wood.
going through the machine. And I now use colors to embed, make it look much more interesting and appealing to sight.
To the sight. Now that is a drummer, and is that a lady dancing to the beats of a drum?
Yeah, it's a composition of melody makers. You have the drummer that is creating rhythm, and of course, when there is music, automatically there is a response of the human sense to it. And you have the drummer there, and you have the dancer. It is equally done in metafoil, but I use acrylic to embellish it and make it much more appealing to sight.
Okay, wonderful. And then this one here?
The same process.
The same process, okay.
Yes.
But what is this? Who is this? What does this artwork?
This is a very large face.
Okay.
And I title it Overseer.
Overseer.
An overseer is someone that is able to see all things, and the overseer that we have is God. And that is why it is said in the scripture that he does not sleep, he does not slumber, because if he closes his eyes, then the devil will begin to have a free day.
All right, wonderful. Now let's talk about that one by your side there. That's quite a big piece.
This is a painting, but it's much more in abstract.
In abstract, okay.
Yes, you have a piece of Ankara on the canvas before the rendition of images in color.
Okay.
But it is within this area of minimalism.
Minimalism?
Yes, because I am not trying to depict what I have there as the photographs will do. So it's semi-abstract.
Semi-abstract. Wonderful, sir. This is a very large piece. I love this piece. It's expansive. What are you trying to pass across with this piece?
I made a study of Okobaba. Okay. And there you have these ladies that sells fish. Okay. All those, the Yoruba will call it a jakika.
Yeah, jakika, exactly.
So that's the composition, and I was trying to depict that within that same swampy area, you have a lot of activity going on there that contributes to the economy of the nation, aside of that of the individual. So that's why I'm what I'm trying to project. And you know, I talked about the plank market earlier, talking about the man that is trying to slice the wood. So the importance of that piece is the fact that we have a lot of activity going on there. There is a lot of merchandise. There is a lot of impact of whatever they do there on the economy of the home, the individual, and the nation.
Society at large.
As a
Right,
whole.
finally, let's talk about this one just right in front of us here. The one right in front here. It seems like a different style from what we've previously seen before. What is that about?
That's a pure abstract.
Okay.
You need to be a deep thinker to understand
Exactly,
the
because
painting
I could
there,
pick up many things
because
from it.
you have various heads in that particular, but it's fusions of colors to tell you that we have people that paintings in abstractions are appeal to. So such works, such people will have such works for them. But importantly for me, I love to think in abstraction, because when you have such compositions, it blows the mind of people and gives people the opportunity to look deep into whatever you have put there, and at the same time, it is therapeutic in nature.
In nature,
and that's
wonderful.
why most especially you keep such works in the hospital, whereby whoever that is going through one challenge or the other under treatment looks at it, and it brings about healing.
Healing. Okay, wonderful. We just have to round up, but just in a very few words, what would you tell an upcoming artist? What do you think is the most important thing?
I would simply say that there is need for the upcoming artist to be hardworking, because the art in itself is tedious. So you need to know that there is need for you to be hardworking.
Thank you.
Because
Thank you,
the
Doctor.
process of it is
Thank you, Doctor.
We're right here in second hour. And if you're one of those people that gets up in the morning and tries to figure out exactly how to get things going, well, you need yourself a daily dose of Wake Up Nigeria.
Yes, and that will never be you again. That is the very reason we show up here every single morning for you.
Yes.
And for you alone.
Oh, yes, trust us. And for the really good food our chef's been putting together.
Yes.
It smells really good. I can
It's
smell
Chef
some,
Yabez now.
I
That's
can
how
smell
we
some cream in there.
Dorime. Chef Yabez in the kitchen, no Dorime.
Smells so good every single time it's here. We can't just wait till the end of the show, but we have to take our time and make sure that we get there, you know, very slowly.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, a build-up, let's put it so. So all of that goodness and still so much more coming your way for the next 45 minutes, guys.
Yep, and it is the show of all shows, and we have that title for a reason. Now, we out in the work, we expand the limits, and we have absolutely no box when it comes to creativity. I'm wise. Yeah, that's me.
I don't know what I'm doing. My name is Mazino Appeal, of course. Now, she said it, just believe it, she's right, okay? Now, tell you what we're going to do. You have to, by the way, make sure that you are on our website, sorry, on our YouTube page.
Yes.
Make sure that you're watching live and also on Facebook. You can find us on
TVC Connect.
Exactly.
Yes, search TVC Connect. We are right there. And you can download our app. We don't charge you for it. It's free. Now, if you have an Android phone or if you have an Apple phone, go to your Play Store and just type TVC Entertainment. It's a blue icon. Click, download, and we will be with you everywhere
Yes,
you
indeed.
go.
You know what I think? I think there should be another little new industry called
The skit world.
skit or micro Nollywood. I don't know.
Why did you put Nollywood inside?
No, micro because they're Nigerian
just
movie
put like
or content
skit
creator.
The creative world.
That one already exists.
Benny, that's discrimination. All of you are actors.
But that's not. We're not all actors.
You all are.
Some of them are comedians.
No.
Who eventually become actors.
You all are.
Because our industry
Because
sometimes use the numbers, and because on social media, you know how you wonder why some people are in some films, and then you're like, oh, this person is such a great actor, but the person is not in the film because they don't have the mileage. And sometimes we producers need the mileage to sell the film.
No,
and then
it's sometimes or almost all the time.
most of the time,
Most
but
of the time,
some producer, because you have to look at making your money back.
Sugar, it reminds me of a certain Hollywood documentary I watched yesterday about minorities, that is the blacks, rebelling. There was a time they were rebelling in Hollywood. And then there was this particular...
Dolomite.
Sorry?
Was it Dolomite? The Dolomite brother.
The Dolomite, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Because what he did was that he wrote, produced, filmed his own movie. It was rubbish. It was absolute rubbish, but it's a cult classic. It is one of the biggest Hollywood movies of the rebellious times for blacks. So I don't know.
No.
If it's the same one.
This is a documentary, like a feature documentary, not a film. Yes. So and then so one of the producers was saying that he casted an American, for it was a Moses movie, the Prince of Egypt, yes.
Oh, okay.
And then the lead character was an American, when he could have used
an Egyptian.
I mean, there's this guy, Malik, the Malik. I can't remember his name right now.
Does he have to? So that's the
thing. So that's what they were saying. So the producer was saying that I'm not going to, spend so much for an unknown face, because no one is going to buy it.
Interesting the dynamics that play inside of Hollywood or Nollywood. Tell you what, let's do the weather. Welcome back, second hour here. Let's do the news. My name is Mazino Appeal. Now, Nigerians may return to the microblogging site Twitter in a matter of days, and that is according to the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, who announced this earlier yesterday after the Federal Executive Council meeting chaired by the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osibanjo. Now, Mr. Mohammed disclosed that the status of the conversations with the microblogging site has reached an amicable stage, with agreements reached in all areas except 3. The remaining 3 unresolved areas, according to him, are simply a matter of when and not if there will be an implementation of conditions discussed. One of the pending issues, according to the minister, is in relation to the condition that Twitter establishes a legal presence in Nigeria, registered as a Nigerian company with an office address and an employee to serve as a country representative in the country.
2 months after the suspension, we have not been able to finalize talks, but I just want to assure you that we have made tremendous progress. And when I say tremendous, really tremendous. We've engaged Twitter, both in writing. We've engaged Twitter. We set up a technical committee to engage Twitter. They set up their own committee too. They have met virtually, and they've exchanged correspondence about 3 times.
Moving on now, let's tell you that at least 112 persons have been killed and about 160 kidnapped following bloody attacks in Kaduna and Plateau states from July 3rd to August 5th, 2021. Now, that's according to Amnesty International. According to a communique, the rights organization attributed the deaths to failures on the part of Nigerian authorities to live up to their obligation to protect right to life. Amnesty International stated that the authorities' failure enabled a month of bloody attacks on both farmers and herders in parts of Kaduna and Plateau states. The director, Amnesty International Nigeria, Osai Ajiho, says findings shows that despite clear signs that there will be retaliatory attacks, enough was not being done to prevent the bloodshed, thereby fueling the ongoing circle of violence. Ms. Ajigo further stated that beyond issuing statements and condemning attacks after they happen, government needs to rein in on attackers and bring suspects to justice. And that's it for the news this hour. We move on now to find out exactly what Mike is doing in the kitchen. Definitely not sports. Mike, what are you doing there?
It is sports to you. To me, it is breakfast. All right, so Chef Yabes, we're done with, what's that mix now?
It's the mixture of chicken breast.
I like, wow. And the potatoes. I like that. The combination is perfect. Wonderful.
You can see potato, we have potato, green pepper, a red bell pepper, onions, mixed with chicken.
Okay.
Right now I'm doing the pancake.
Okay, this is a pancake. What's the mixture that we have in here?
Okay, I use 2 cups of flour.
Okay.
Then I use 1.5 cup of milk. I use sugar, cinnamon, and egg.
So there's a pancake mix I saw sometime at in a shop. Does it have all of this in that mix, or you have to add some other ingredients?
And they have everything is inside.
Everything is inside, eh? Okay, and then you're not using oil, nothing. It's just the pan and all of that.
Sorry?
I mean, for the pancake, there's no oil, there's nothing. It's
No,
just
I
straight.
just use a little butter.
A little butter, eh?
Yes.
Okay, that's wonderful. And then what do we have? These are cheese, yeah?
I have the
Where is this going? Where is this going to?
I will use it for the sandwich. because I want to use it. I want to make it like sandwich.
Okay, and then of course the tomatoes here. Are we still have use for this one?
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so we're doing this. We're getting going. So the pancake is already in. That is done, right? That's almost done. That's almost done. Okay, all right. But the next time you get to see us, you're going to see the final thing. Everything is going to be in place. Chef Yabez doesn't talk too much. He just gets the stuff done, right? We'll just take this time out. Now we'll be back. There's quite a bit more to come on the show.
And you're welcome back. It's Wake Up Nigeria here. I'm with Tokwe, and we have our final guest. We are joined by Fularemi Agubiade, a screenwriter, also an actor, by the way, and evolving film producer and director.
Yes, now he was on the series Mystic River for Netflix, Slow Country, and Unbroken, and the host of others. Good to have you here.
Good to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. First of all, you don't look like an Agumbiade. You look more like an Adamu.
I was thinking you're against Chibuzo, but okay.
Nah, that's far from it, man.
That's good,
far
sir.
from it. But nice, luscious beard.
Thank you. I think that is what...
It's normal to appreciate a man's beard when
Mike,
you can't grow
Mike,
one.
I need help. I thought we only go to the girls.
But then this is summer, so a guy can't compliment a guy.
Hey, you have...
It's Mazino's compliment.
The reason is
kind of like know where it tends to, but this was like
I cannot grow a beard, so I appreciate people who have beard, except Mike's, of course.
This is the first time you actually say you appreciate people that
Not
have
Mike's, not Mike's. His is very, very good.
You would see Mike, and then you see Mike's luscious beards.
No, I've seen Mike's luscious beards. Yeah, they're good.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a little bit too much of the lusciousness.
How you doing? Good to have you here.
Thank you very much.
How did it feel being on a project that went to Netflix?
Okay, so it was exciting, but it might not show on my face because I'm not really good at expressing my feelings or my emotions generally. But like, it was really exciting. It was. We didn't know it was going to go there actually when we were shooting it. Yeah, we were just shooting. We shot 26 episodes.
But you guys showed. No, you didn't show the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'll explain why to you. So we shot 26 episodes. We're in the forest for 3 months. A forest where there was no lights, no.
How did you charge your phones?
Well, we had 247 gen.
Okay.
But when I say forest, it was a proper forest, like zero network.
Do you mind telling us where this
It's
forest?
Omo Forest.
Omu?
Omo Forest, not
Where is
Omo.
that?
Omo. It's somewhere between Ogun State and Ibadan. It's this really big place. I think it's as big as Lagos.
It's a reserve, actually.
Is it a reserve?
It's
Yeah,
under protection.
Oh, okay, yeah, exactly. So there are a couple of people who stay there, but like I think most the things they really do there, so like cut trees and then use the woods for all this other stuff. So there were like few houses that were there, so we had to take out some of them. Yeah, we had to rent out some of the houses there and pay those people off. But then there was literally no light for like throughout our stay. There was no mode of transportation except when we were going. No, okay, so when we were going to shoot, there is a company car that used to take us, like company bus.
Okay.
But like if you want to do anything other than that, you're on your own. So there was only one place where we could receive network to make calls, right? And it was uphill. And it was a 30-minute walk away from where we stayed.
That person must be important.
Yeah, exactly. So, so usually when we want to like go and make those calls, we have to go in groups because it's a forest. Do you understand?
Yeah,
It's a forest, and then we literally don't know what's. That's the
Protection
first
in
time I heard of a tree hyrax. I'd never heard of that before. It's an animal.
What's that?
A tree hyrax.
What is it?
What's that?
So it's this wild-looking rats.
Oh.
Not a rat. It's a wild-looking rat-looking animal.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, and then it makes this very aggressive bark, like
It's rats.
it looks like a rat.
A rat-looking animal.
Yeah,
Okay.
it looks like a rat, but it's like big.
Does it attack?
I think it does. I heard that it does.
He wasn't going to find out now.
I mean, do you know? Yes. So like there was all of that. So we had to go in groups, and then it was a thing of make sure you write down every single thing you want to say on the phone.
So you don't forget.
So you don't forget,
So
'cause-
one chance you
Because
get.
that's
Do you understand?
all.
Like you go uphill, that's like exercise on its own. So you go all the way up, and then if you forget anything, you're on your
Did
own.
it pay off at the end of the day? I mean, all
you
of
go
this
on
is
Netflix, man.
Yeah.
I know.
But I have a
hear
question.
about.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
You want to go ahead?
Finish.
I hear about people, your efforts getting on Netflix and all, but exactly how much does it come back? How does it come back to you in terms of the amount? Is it really worth it?
Exactly what I wanted to ask.
Boom, does it hit your account?
In English, the money.
Yes.
Was the money great? For
Okay,
3 months.
All
Yeah,
eyes
no,
on
okay,
you.
it was
Rat-looking
actually, yeah.
animal.
It was. The money was good. I was even surprised when I got back, they even paid us extra.
Ooh.
Because I think they realized that...
Please, where's this for? Sign me up right now.
Where's the production company?
They paid us extra, yeah, because they figured that we did too much for what they thought that they paid. And they were like, you know what, you guys just add this extra and all that. So it was all right. I mean, if it was... when we were doing it, like I said, it wasn't supposed to be for Netflix. So it became 6 episodes from 26.
Yeah.
Because Netflix wanted to buy the rights to own it.
Okay.
So is it a Netflix original now?
No, it's not a Netflix original. A Netflix original will be one that was commissioned by Netflix. So this wasn't commissioned, but Netflix bought the right to own it.
Own it. So what happens to the remaining episodes?
Well, I'm going to get there now. So we, about out of 300 and something scenes that I shot, altogether,
300.
yeah, altogether I think about 17 or like 16 showed. There was someone who shot about 200 and something. Only 2 showed, and the first scene that she even showed, she didn't talk. Wow. So, like, when it came out, I was excited. And I saw what happened. I'm like,
what's going on?
Efforts wasted, man. Like,
So,
even, yeah, I'm listening to you.
My question would be, if you, and to you too, because you're an actor yourself, if you put in so much and then so little comes out of it, forget that you're getting paid.
Yeah.
It hurts.
What does that do? Exactly.
It
How
does.
does that make you feel? And
So-
how do you move on after that?
You just move on.
Exactly, like what she said. So the thing is, being an actor, I mean, when you first start, you might not necessarily know this, but like over time, you have to get to learn to
I would
just
be
move
torn.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be,
Because
exactly, you have to be very tough.
It's not my interview, but there was a project I did,
Yeah.
and then there was this scene that took us like 7 hours to shoot, and then when it came out, I was the episode. I was waiting for the episode. When the episode came, we finished it. I'm like, no, rewind. There's this scene, and the editor
wasn't
cut
there.
it out.
So another film I did, I don't necessarily want to mention the name,
Yeah.
but like, so I was a main character in it, and then it came out, I had one scene. I didn't even talk.
What?
I didn't talk, and then all I did was, I wasn't even allowed to say this way for that scene, so I just did like this, and then, yeah, so that was literally all it was. And then I'll tell you the crazy part here. The crazy part was that,
boy.
just listen to this. So when the movie came out in the cinemas, because I didn't watch it, I was just out there. They gave me merchandise and all those things to go and share to viewers and watchers. So I got there and I was like, oh, thank you very much for watching our film. Here is the merchandise. And they were just like,
Oh no. Who are you?
why is a random guy just giving us shirts?
I'm
Do you
so
get?
sorry.
It was crazy. And then I was like, why this guy's looking at me like this? And then my friend watched the movie and was like, Fola, I didn't
Dude,
see
you know the deal.
Like the entire film.
The
Was
whole
it? Did
film.
they recast?
They didn't recast. There was even press junkets and everything. Like, it was a big deal. Like, my name was even, like, I had my own poster and everything. Do you get?
But so quickly,
yeah.
how does this make you feel as an actor? Does it make you feel undervalued? Did it make you question your skill as an
Well, like I
actor?
said, so at the initial stages, yeah, you might want to question your skill and all of that. But I realized that what happens a lot of times, the movies are too long.
Yeah, they have
And then they have to cut off scenes. And then sadly, I wasn't like, you know, the meanest guy. So they had to look for ways to like cut out scenes that could be cut out. Excuse me. So that was exactly what happened. And I've learned to just be cool with it.
You've got other skills, however. You're a screenwriter, you're a producer as well. You're also on your way to becoming a big director. So
Yeah, one day.
Let's hear about all of that effort and how much work you're putting into that
Okay,
aspect.
so currently I have about 2 series that I've written down and a couple of other short films and all of that. I've produced one. I did a, what do you call it? When you want to pitch something to someone, what do you,
A pilot.
Yeah, thank you. So I created a pilot for one, and then I wrote for a couple of my friends some of their stuff on YouTube as well. So right now, I'm mainly an actor. But like you said, budding, like I'm trying to get into that part because I'm not so, I don't want to say this until the whole limelight thing. I'm just going to leave it before fans will be like, oh, really? You don't even like that? Or even get out. I will try to help you. It's for me, you don't like, so get out. So no. So for now, yes, that's just that. And I'm really looking forward to being a director, you know. And, you know, controlling stuff behind the screen. I really like to create, basically. I'm a creator.
So in wanting to be a director, like,
Yeah.
are you one of those that's just going to happen to, or do you plan to go learn the know-how?
Well, I think it's the two of them. So it's going to happen, and then also I want to learn because I feel like if I'm going to do anything, I have to do it properly and understand the basics. Because I think directing is beyond just the whole do this, do that. You have to know camera angles and all those things. So I need to learn that. I mean, I know a couple of it due to my experience as an actor, but I need to learn properly. So I'm going to do that. Yeah.
So what are you working on now?
So
what are you working on now?
Well, okay, I'm not supposed, I can't say
this
it.
NDA.
Yeah, exactly, NDA, you know how it is. But then, yeah, I'm working on something. And I have a couple of stuff coming out very soon.
Okay.
But I can't say.
No. Imagine, but there was a comment you made.
say.
There was a comment you made before we came on air, and I want to talk about that. You said, you mentioned how the skits that we showed, and you said, this is not the image that you would like to show.
Yes, thank you for that.
Talking about the images you'd like to show, would it be that this, for example, this kid now, was he at a point of in your life where you wanted to just be seen, and now you're looking back and saying, I don't think I want to see.
Yeah, that crossed my mind.
Yeah, how did that happen?
Which is it? Make up your mind for that.
So, okay, I'll explain. So the thing about me is that if you see these skits I do, they are once in a while stuff, unlike proper skit makers who post every day. So I do it for cruise.
Oh, okay.
Do you get, like I said, I'm very creative. I write a lot. If you check my phone, if you check my memo pad, you see like hundreds, in fact, thousands of ideas. So I just write them down. And I'm like, my page is boring today. Let me just
spice it up.
Yeah, put something. Because one thing I realized, also I'm trying to grow my page. And one thing I realized is that people share videos more.
Yeah.
You get, and then once your video is shared, people see you. I like this guy. Oh, this was funny. Oh, it's cute. Whatever it is that they feel.
Oh, you think you're cute?
I know I'm cute.
Oh,
but okay.
Okay.
But like minus that, if I'm being honest, like videos are shared more. So I post those videos once in a while to help my brand.
Okay.
On Instagram.
But you do not want to be seen.
No, I'm not a skit maker. No.
Wow, that was so personal.
Yeah,
so
like
I want to talk about the cute angle. Now, as an actor and as a person that sees himself as cute.
Who is also really cute, by the way.
Who says he's really cute, by the way. And that brings attention from the female folk.
Okay.
Now, how do you manage that attention?
Yeah.
So what I've learned to do is to air messages, because it's not really good for me. Because if I decide to respond to the number of DMs I get, I would cast.
You're not very modest, are you?
He's not.
No, I'm just realistic.
He's not. There's no modesty around this.
So, like, if I decide to do that, I'll probably cast, because you know how it is now.
No, we don't.
I don't. I'm not.
Okay,
I'm married. I don't know what you're talking about.
What I mean is that I haven't exactly gotten to where I would love to be in my career, right? And then if already at this stage I'm responding to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and then before you know it, one person just hangs out with me and then she's like, we are dating and whatever it is.
So are you in a relationship?
Well, I'm a very private guy, so I don't know. Am I?
It's okay. Listen,
your girlfriend, they don't know.
We have your back. So we're going to bring you over to the kitchen where we have a married woman.
Yes.
Of whom you...
Who would like to know if she thinks he's cute?
Don't worry about whether or without.
All right.
MM and Mike will take care of you.
All right, so I'm sitting here. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're cute, by the way.
Thank you. An honest person.
I got you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. This is Chef Yabez.
Okay.
And this one, of course, that's Mike over there.
Okay.
The one who eats the food. Chef Yabez has made for you pancake sandwich.
Okay.
Ever had that before?
So happy ready.
No, I'm just basic. I eat just rice and beans.
All right, fine.
I'm bread sometimes.
So quickly, we would like you to have a taste. Let us know what you think. All right? So please, go ahead.
Okay.
Let it be known that it was on Wake Up Nigeria you had your first pancake sandwich, please.
Pancake sandwich, that's the name. Okay.
Yes. So quickly, Yabez, you want to tell us how you put this together? Quickly.
To make the pancake, you just to use flour, milk, eggs, baking powder. Then for the fillings, I use potato, green pepper, combination of vegetable.
Of red bell peppers and all the bell
pepper,
pepper
yes,
species. All right, great, fantastic. What do you think? Like it? Love it? Oh, you're not exactly sure how you want to express yourself.
I think I'm good. I already know how tomato tastes. Okay. So I think I'm focused on this, and I think it's really nice.
You like it?
Yeah, I
Is
do.
this something that you think you can try over the weekend?
Of course, yes, definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
Maybe try one of those, your significant others. Anyways, the guys are still on the couch.
Hold on.
Tokwe and Mazino, you want to say any goodbyes before we leave?
Yes, I want to say a goodbye. I want to say a word of wisdom. Sometimes make you rate yourself. Because if you don't rate yourself, just like Fola now, who's going to rate you?
I mean,
you're cute, I beg.
I mean,
you know it.
All right, thank you, Fola Remy, and thank you, Chef
very
Yabez, and to all our guests for being a part of our show today. We love you. Thank you all so much, and most especially you watching. Till next time, have an amazing day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.